I'll tell you, I was scared to death to bring my director of ops with me to the community financial because we had to bring our P&L, and I didn't show that to people on our team before because I was, embarrassed and just like didn't want them to think I didn't have it together. And the reaction was completely opposite of what I thought. Alexis, my director of ops, came with me, and she almost looked at me teary-eyed at the end and was like, I cannot believe that you only pay yourself that out of all that we take in. Because she knew, I would always share with them what we produced the year before. And she's like, I had no idea. And the team needs to know this. This is terrible, and it literally made her just dive in. And then we brought it back and shared it with our other director, and her too was like, oh my gosh, what? And so it was a good thing that they know. We didn't share it all with the whole team. I don't think that all needs to be shared yet, but just them knowing it has really, I felt like before I was like, guys, we got to watch our back bar budget. We got to watch. But I just feel like sometimes it was the Charlie Brown voice, wah, 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 wah. And now they actually see why I'm saying that we can't be wasting color. We can't be, they understand that comes out of my family's mouth too. And it's been huge. So I would honestly encourage owners to at least share that with your management, because how can they manage problems that they don't know exist? You can be sharing bits, but they need to see the real black and white numbers, I think.
Yeah. Tom, our CEO, always says in the absence of information, people make up their own stories. Right. And that's why, especially in an area where it's unclear and it's fearful around the finance function and the money component, when there's so much avoidance, but when you really lay it all out on the table, it can make such an impact for everyone on the team. So you talked a little bit about money SBO and the workshop. I want to hear a little bit more, and I'm just also curious about your experience with that workshop. Tell me about any results or any results that you've had that you really feel like you can attribute to that workshop.
I think mostly, like I told you, money and managing it and budgets and projections and all of that, you could have been telling me French. I did not understand it. And honestly, the way that, I don't know if it's the industry or just the language in the world about money, but you're made to feel if you don't understand it, you're an idiot. And I don't know why that is, because it's a pretty complex thing to understand. But I loved how Cunity broke it down so simple and step by step. And I still find myself, because I'm not a genius at money yet. I got a long way to go, but I can pull out that workbook that we had there, and everything is broken down so simple. It's like my dad used to always say, tell it to me like I'm a second grader, and I feel like that's how it was taught to us. Like we're second graders. Like that class was projected out to where I know you may know some and I may know none, or some of you may know a lot, but we're going to start where nobody knows anything. And that's what I loved, is it was so broke down and simplified that, even if you didn't want to understand it, you had to have taken something from it because it was so simple. And I think I loved all the formulas that they shared to figure out, like, I loved this square feet and how productive your building is. Wow, that was an eye opener, because I'll be honest, I was like, we're a busy salon. We're not actually as productive as we could be. So that's something that we're looking at. I loved all of the ways to teach you how to pre-plan your money, like the transfer sheet and just all of those things, because like I said, again, I was doing okay accounting and we weren't in debt, but I was doing it all after the fact. And I love how it teaches you how to do it beforehand. And also too, I find that it makes me very organized and very just step by step, instead of like, oh gosh, there's so much, let's just not do any of it. I mean, I hate saying that, but that's literally who I was. Like, this is so big, I don't even know where to begin. So we're just going to hide that in the closet and hope no one opens the door.